Hey, what's up everybody? ForneverWorld here today to do my review of Fairy Tail chapter 277. Now, a couple different things happened in this chapter, and once again, this chapter was basically like a reminder of Raven Tail. I just can't stand them. Alright, so basically there was a fight in this chapter, and the first fight was basically it was Lamia Scales Toby, do with the sock around his neck, versus Raven Tail's Black Snake, aka Kuro Heavy, however you want to say his name. And basically they have a battle, and for the most part, it seemed like an okay battle. And actually, Raven Tail, the guy from Raven Tail, comes out on top. But the thing about it is, he actually didn't have to cheat. So it shows right there that Raven Tail, even though they are dirty cheaters, like what happened with Flare and stuff like that, we do know that they're somewhat formidable. They're not just some pushovers, because it looked like he wasn't even trying as well. Somebody said so. I was like, okay, he beat him. And the thing about it is, it shows how I guess quote unquote more rotten he is. Is that the dude Toby from Lamia Scale, he's like, oh, I'm looking for my sock, because they made like a little wager during the match that like he'll tell him his secret and he'll tell him his, and he's like, oh, my sock, and then it was around his neck the whole time. And now I don't quite remember what was that about with the sock thing. If somebody want to reinform me, because I don't remember any significance about the sock, because basically the guy from Raventail rips up the sock after pretending like to reach out to him, and it looks like Urza got really angry about that, and I forget what significance did that sock have around his neck or anything, if it had any at all, or was it just that he was so stupid and like he took advantage of the guy or something? I don't know. But I mean, it kind of got me, just like, because it seemed like it was something really significant. So I was like, Raventail at it again with their nonsense. So I was in that aspect like, these are some rotten dudes, but they do have some strength to back it up as well. It's not all talk. Another thing I noticed in this chapter is that even further extends the whole Raventail thing is Flare is all beat up, and Lucy sees her, and they both look at each other, and she's like, why is she all beat up? And basically somebody, I believe it was one of the Raventail members, the dude with the mask, grabs her by the face and says something like, you want to get beat up again? Because she was like talking back, and like it looked like she was going to make a scene. And I was just like, wow, they're actually beating up. Like, this is some pretty mature stuff, that, like beating up a woman for, not listening and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty mature for something in Fairy Tail, which I thought was quite interesting as well, that they added something like that. And then at the end of the chapter, or towards the end of the chapter, middle to end, they announced the next fight. And at first they announced that it was, or not that they announced, but they announced first, one of the first people that was supposed to fight, it was Bacchus from Quattro Cerebus, so he was supposed to be the first one. And then, like, some people are talking, and somebody said that it was supposed to be Urza, the next one, because they set it up. And I was like, yeah, I was really excited, yeah, Urza, because that's, like, my favorite character of Fairy Tail, pretty much. So I was like, yeah, I can't wait to see her finally in action. But then they announced Elfman, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? And I guess, like, people are just setting up whatever fights they want. This tournament is really corrupt. Like, this is, like, one of those dark tournament type things where everything is just corrupt. The committee is doing whatever. People are just controlling it. So it's going to be Elfman versus Bacchus. And the thing about it is, Bacchus says something to Elfman that really angers him. And a lot of people are counting out Elfman. They're like, oh, the match is already in the bag. We know that Cerebus, Quattro Cerebus, Bacchus is going to win. And Bacchus says something to him like, oh, okay, how about if I win, I get to have your two sisters at the same time for the night? And Elfman did not like that. He loves his sisters to death, and he just got really upset. And I was like, oh, man, this is going to be good, because we know now Elfman is going to pull out all the stops. Like, you're talking about Lisana and Mita Jane to this guy? Are you crazy? It's going to be crazy next week. I really can't wait for that fight. I hope Elfman really wins, because, it's about time we won one. And this is, originally it was like, okay, it's setting up that Raventail is really bad, so they kind of got to lose to Raventail to get us even more mad. But this is somebody from Quattro Cerebus, so let's win one. Let Elfman win this one. I really hope he wins this one, because it's kind of needed. I want to see a win finally from us, so hopefully that angered him really immensely, and we're going to get something good. And also, the end of the chapter ends with Natsu wakes up in the room by himself, and nobody's there, and he's like, he smelt the scent of somebody that he doesn't really know was in the room. And I was like, I wonder exactly what's going on with that. A lot of corruption and mystery surrounding this arc in general, like, tournament and everything that's going on. So I'm really intrigued, and exactly what's going to happen. We still got Chai to do with her visions, and I'm looking at that like, because I believe it was last week or the week before where she saw that, like, Lucy is laughing there maniacally, or singing. I forgot what it was exactly. And, like, the whole palace was crumbling. So I'm really intrigued on that, and I want to see more of that. And I'm just looking forward to next week's fight, to be honest with you, because it's looking like it's going to be amazing. Let me know what you thought of the chapter, what you thought of the fight, and are you looking forward to next week's fight with Bacchus versus Elfman? Let me know in the comment section below, or whatever the response. Give me your thoughts on Fairy Tail chapter 277. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up if you're looking forward to some epic battles next week. And also, next week we'll get an update on the Fairy Tail movie, which I'm excited about as well, because I really want to see what they're going to do with this. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.